Yes, hello. Yes, sir. It's Wednesday night. Yes, fantasy football night. That's correct. Line is forming to the right. Yeah, both fantasy leagues as well as the Survivor League. Correct. We'll be covering all that, sir. Yeah, some people did look like shit this week. Yeah, there was some that looked all right. We'll get to all that. Yes, ma'am. Mini bars open. It's always open. VIP to the right. Line is to the left, please. Yes, Wednesday night, fantasy football night. Always in season. Hardcore Challenge Live, yes. Commish is in the house, yes, he will be hosting. Yeah, it's not just silver and black tonight. Unfortunately, we do have fans of other teams that stop by on Wednesday nights. It is fantasy football night, man. I know. Normally we would toss them out, but some of these are hardcore challenge owners, man. Yes, show will be starting very soon. Thank you for joining us. These guys like to run a tight show. Enjoy the show.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
Rips the helmet off Rudolph's head and then eventually swings it and hits him in the head. 1, 2, 3. Well, you're not hardcore. Let's get hardcore. And the letter of the rich was way hardcore. Yeah! Now we're rocking.
What's up, fantasy football fans, members of the Raider Nation, owners of the Hardcore Challenge? What's up, what's up, what's up? Thank you for joining me. Oh, this still again, you stupid shit. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live, the official podcast of the Hardcore Challenge, which, if you didn't know, is the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. Thank you for joining me. We finished up another week of fantasy football action, Survivor League action, and we're going to break it all down tonight. We got some winners, we got some losers, we got some big ballers, some low ballers, and we got some outcomes to our game of the week. So let's get to it, shall we? Let's start with last week's game of the week.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's time
Is this not why you are here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
In the big league, it was Take It Deep in Knoxville Assassins. I'd had a lot of hope for Brad to have a bounce back year this year. He'd won Hardcore Bowl 3, although that ring's getting awful dusty at this point, and he just couldn't take down Brian to drop him to 0-2. So both are sitting at 1-1 now. And we'll see how it goes forward as we've got the last round of division play in the big league this week, and then start heading out into interconference play after that. Big win for Take It Deep, as that is 3 in a row now against Knoxville Assassins. Take It Deep got 27 points from Devontae Adams and 24 from CD Lamb to beat the Knoxville Assassins. 3rd in a row, extending the streak. That's not good. That's not good. Unfortunate news for Brad. Unfortunate news for Brad. Over in the All Raider Nation League, I was playing in the game of the week against Lions in the Black Hole. Did not fare well as the Raw Dog Nation went down. As you see, we fucking basically flatlined here. Literally flatlined. But that's okay. I needed Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers to have a big day. Obviously, they're playing my Raiders, so I would rather the Raiders have a glorious win and my team stink a little bit, I guess. Rashad White and Adam Thielen were the death of me, and Travis Kelce with 1 point. Those 3 right there were what really killed me. Nice win for Lions. Give them a round of applause. Wins the game of the week. Solid win for Lions. Those are our game of the weeks for last week. What we got there? Big ballers. Big ballers. We got big ballers this week.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yo, check out Homeboy.
This week's big ballers starting in the AFC of the big league. Answer to the master with the drubbing of Daco's Tuesday with 254. He was the big baller. Led by Kyler Murray with 39, Zay Flowers with 22, Malik Neighbors with 29, Aiden Hutchinson, defensive lineman with 33. Just putting it up. Buda Baker with 19. I mean, just all the way across the board. Solid win, 254. All the stars coming up big. Answer to the master was the big baller in the AFC. Big baller over in the NFC, which was the big baller of the league. Lucky number 11 with a 259, taking down Kilowattage, putting the thumping on him. Picks up the victory over Kilowattage, led by Chris Godwin, Justin Jefferson. Also had Aiden Hutchinson with that 33, so Hutchinson paid off big for both the big ballers in the big league this week. Over in the All Raider Nation League, the big baller, the Death Dealers, there can be only one, got fucking absolutely thumped. They got serious roster issues. They're injury plagued. They got Tua. Who else did they have that had went down? Marquise Brown. They're struggling to find a starting quarterback because their backup quarterback is Aiden O'Connell. So is in trouble. Malik Willis may be the only option for there can be only one, because there might not be only one quarterback on this fucking team for a minute unless they do something. So that's where we're at right now. Congratulations to all the big ballers of the week. Of course, you go from the top. We got to go to the bottom. In the big league, oh man, the low ballers. King Salami with a 123. Frickin' frackin' football time with a 135. And Raiders all day with a 117. Brutal score. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see after a week of fantasy football action is to be on the fucking low baller list. Do better. Do better this week, guys. Do better. And ladies. As Carol was in there too. What happened, Carol? Well, Carol's got injury issues. She's tied to Tua. She's trying to trade Tyreek Hill. She got problems going on. Early season problems, injury problems. We do have a couple new owners in the Raider League, so I want to keep bringing this up. Bench roster rules. We added an extra spot several years ago when we added individual defensive players. We added an extra bench spot so that people could have an extra bench spot to have an extra individual defensive player typically to support your defensive side of the ball in case of injury, what have you. And to get past bye weeks, because bye weeks are obviously impactful for individual defensive players. You don't want to have to dump a player or, lose talent. So that's why we added the bench spots. So there is one bench spot that you have to have an individual defensive player, team defense, or a kicker. And then the reserve spots are only for IR. We added those in case keepers got injured or important players on your team you didn't have to drop them, you can move them to IR. And since they've changed the IR rules, those are very valuable spots now. But it's only for IR. Those are the only rules. Very simple. Make sure your mandatory bench spot is covered and only IR and reserve. That's it. Very, very simple. Now, we got game of the weeks for this week. And looking over the big league, there is only one matchup this week that has two undefeated teams playing against each other. It is the only matchup of the week that way. Everybody else is playing, 2-0 against a 1-1, or there are no 2-0 teams playing another 2-0 team except for this game right here. And this is your game of the week in the big league. It is in the NFC. It is Bed Bath & Beyond, who's joined the league within the last couple seasons and has proved right out of the gate that they can compete with the rest of this league. I do believe they made the playoffs already, if I remember correctly, right? Yes, they did have a playoff appearance last year. Joined the league last year, made the playoffs last year. So they've shown they're already a competitor in this division, and Willie has shown he's been a powerhouse in this division over the last several seasons. He's had appearances in the NFC Championship game. He's won the division several times. He's proved he's a kind of the cream of the crop in the dirty South of the NFC division. So this is a big game early because one of these guys is going to sweep the entire first round of division play. That's big. That's a win against everybody in the division in the first three games. Somebody's going to 3-0 and they're going to sweep the first round of division play in the Hardcore Challenge OG League. So that's big. This is a huge game of the week right here. Huge game of the week for an early advantage in the NFC Dirty South. We'll see who takes it. Over in the All Raider Nation League, game of the week this week, I think you gotta highlight the team that came out and put up the big score of the week. They're sitting at 2-0. On the power rankings of the site, they're ranked number 1. They're the leading scoring team right now. Tyler and the Death Dealers facing off against David, the Autumn Pirate, my choice for dumpster fire of the year. He's got one win though. He got drubbed in week 1 by me, and then he bounced back in week 2 with the win. And let's see if it's for real or not. But looking by this line graph behind me, it's not looking like it's for real. The Death Dealers are a huge favorite, as you see there, 145 to 172. They're predicted to win. It's not projected to be close, so we will see if Tyler can win a game that he's absolutely supposed to win, or David can pull one out. This is kind of like the Raiders game last week for David. Nobody's giving him a snowball's chance in hell to beat Tyler in this week. We'll see if he can pull it out. We'll see. This is a true game of the week right here, highlighting who's looking like one of the early front runners. I think I picked Tyler to go pretty far, I do believe. I might have picked him in the Raider Bowl. I know I picked him far in my predictions. I'll have to go back and look. But starting out strong, he had a great draft grade. They picked him well, and he's off to a good start, leading the league in scoring right now as well. let's take a quick spin around the leagues. Let's start with our Survivor League, shall we? Let's pull up the Survivor League. Let's start with that. As you see, I'm already eliminated. Was eliminated in week 1 by the fucking my shitty Bengals pick. Let's go to the results. We are down to 5. The field was cut in half in week 2. Half! Half, she said. Detroit, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Dallas took down, man, you two right here. Y'all need to be publicly shamed. You picked against your own damn team. You deserve to lose. You picked the Ravens over your Raiders? Both of you. I do believe both these guys are Raider fans. Mario. Shameful. Y'all deserve to be eliminated. Now Chad picking Dallas is just, come on, Chad. You didn't have no faith in DC? Look at him. He's grabbing crotches in end zones. Now he's got a little Raider in his heart still. JoJo kind of got that. I would have went with Philly over Atlanta too. After Atlanta looked like hot garbage. That was a pretty solid pick. And the Detroit one, that would have been a tough pick for me. Detroit and the Bucks, because the Bucks were, I don't know if I could have even picked in that game. So that one would have been a tough one. That was kind of a toss-up for me. So that one I can see. So, but Houston and the Sparklers got teams into week 3. We will see who moves on. Our defending champ, Raider Richie's still there. His wife's still in it too. My son's in there. Nancy. Ms. Haywood. We're rocking here. We got 3 ladies. Looks like 3 out of 2. 3 against 2. So it's a battle of the sexes in the Survivor League here, down to the wire. We'll see how they do in week 3. All right, let's take a spin around the league. Let's start in the NFC this week, shall we? Of the big league. Let's take a look at where we're at. The NFC Great White North, everybody is sitting at 1-1. It is anybody's game right now. It is the same in the Elite East. Although the Wild West has definite division. You've got the Renegade Outlaws. Travis has fallen off drastically out of the gate here. He's getting drubbed. 427 scored against him. Only 297 scored. That is, he's people are having good days against him. It ain't good. And in the Dirty South, like I said, they are battling right now. And these two are battling too. This is almost the anti-game of the week down here, because the loser of Bucknuts and I Lost My Chub goes to 0-3 and gets swept in the first round of division play. So that is a big-ass game too, because you don't want to be that guy. You're going to already be down 3 games in division and lost all 3 games to division rivals. Your season's on fucking life support within the first 3 weeks. So that's a big game over in the NFC. Now, in the AFC, Knox Vegas Anarchy has stepped out and they're trying to bring back some glory. I mean, they've kind of fallen off the last few years. They came in the league like a house of fire, winning the championship. But they're trying to bounce back this year. Bad Company entered the Masters sitting at 1-1, and Daco's Tuesday. I'd picked Daco's Tuesday to do something this year, and they're not stouting out well. Emmett Who I picked to win this division again. They're running out to 2-0. I've seen they went out there and picked up the Red Rocket. Pretty smart move. I think he may do all well statistically over the next few weeks. Stone Ponies, Ryan sitting down there. He's scratching for answers. 2-0. King Salami stepping out again. They were the top cream of the crop of this division. Knocked Stinky Pinky out of the playoffs. Stinky Pinky is not looking good out of the gate, sitting down there 0-2 as under the influence of Bleeding Green, sitting at 1-1. All-Pro Afro has stepped out in the Dirty South. They're sitting at 2-0. I got a win last week. I'm at 1-1. I'm playing Bucka Raider this week, so that's a big game for me. I'm projected to win right now, but not by a large margin. And Fumble Those TDs, who needs to work on setting his fucking roster. Jesus, you're gonna get a message, homie. You're getting a message. In the All Raider Nation League, the Black Hole, former champ, year 1, season 1 champ, Lines, starting out at 2-0 after a game of the week victory over yours truly. Raider Richie, last year's champ, gets a win, gets off the snide at 1-1. Raiders all day. He was the low baller, drops to 1-1, but 0-2, and 0-2 is the Hungry Dogs. Hungry Dogs have only scored 251. Motherfucker, somebody needs to feed them dogs. God damn, they hungry as fuck over there. Hungry for some points. Death Dealers, 2-0. Let me see them TDs. Autumn Pirate, Max Destruction at 1-1. Maximum Effort. They need to put forth a little more effort because they've lost 2 straight. Our only female owner in the league, Shadow Raider, getting it done. She is the second leading scorer in the league. The only other scorer to score over 400. As you see, she's sitting right at 400. Haywood Gang, also undefeated. Raider Nation for Life at 1-1. Raider Nation 98 at 1-1. Devontae's Inferno has been put out. They are 0-2. The entire Dirty South, it is anybody's game right now. After 2 games, everybody is 1-1. So we are all tied for first. Yay for fucking all of us. That was a weak horn. There we go. That's better. Come on, midget. Squeeze that horn. All right. So, as you see, there are only 4 undefeated left in the All Raider Nation League. There's a lot of 1-1s. If you're 0-2, you don't want to be 0-3 because, man, you're going to be scrambling. In week 4, after week 4, we will put up the Power 5 and start the power rankings in all the leagues. That is your spin around the league for this week. Show schedule will be different next week. We will not be on Wednesday night next week. We are going to have Hardcore Challenge live on Thursday. I won some tickets to a concert. I'm taking my daughter to see Stained and Breaking Benjamin. I will be at the amphitheater next Wednesday enjoying the lovely Sunshine State, beautiful fucking evening, listening to some fucking alternative rock. So, we will have the show on Thursday night, same time, be 10 p.m. Eastern. I know it'll be about halftime of Thursday Night Football, and then we'll break it down. And then we'll go back to Wednesday. Only time I ever shift, it's usually obvious if I have, schedule conflicts. So life takes precedence over fantasy football, god damn it, unfortunately. So I will see you guys Thursday next week. I'll remind everybody, obviously, of course, of the schedule change as the day comes. But just to throw it out there. Good luck, everybody. There's some big fucking games this week. Some of you are sitting at 0-2, man. You do not want to go 0-3. This is a huge game. Make some moves. Make some trades. I will be approving trades tomorrow morning before game day. So if there's any sitting out there, as long as there's no problems with them, I'm going to approve everything tomorrow. Unless you shove something through today, then you're going to have to go through about the 48-hour waiting period. But anything that's in the hopper right now, I will be approving everything tomorrow before game day to get all the trades out there. Good luck to everybody this week in your fantasy games. And even if you ain't playing in the Hardcore Challenge, good luck in your fantasy world in your little easy-ass 12-person leagues. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace, love, Raider Nation.